Hello, friend. How's your energy today? This week, as you're moving through the week, wherever you're listening to this, however you're listening to this, at whatever time of the day, thanks for making this time for you. Welcome to the Consciously Connected podcast. I'm Jaime Komer, a place where we explore crafting your path on your terms and also using magical metaphors and intuitive imagery to make sense of whatever it is we're moving through in our lives, because we're always moving through stuff. We're always transitioning through things. And I find that using these magical metaphors, intuitive imagery, and connecting with nature with those has been a really special way for me and the people I've connected with, and you, hopefully, to see our lives and see things in a fresh way, a new way, expanding our own horizons and our perspectives. And today, I'm in Playa del Carmen in Mexico, and I'm surrounded by parrots and a variety of special creatures of the earth. And so today, let's explore animal energy, animal symbolism. And through the week, I invite you just to notice the animals that you'll see in your life, whether they're ants, honeybees, a seagull, a pigeon, whatever type of animal, just notice that first off. And take note if you've been seeing animals lately. Like, I keep seeing these dogs, or I keep seeing this spider, or something else. Every animal has its own symbolism and has their own energy and has, I'd like to think, special messages for us at different times in our life. To me, a parrot represents something very colorful, obviously, given it's red and blue and yellows. And there's some behind me right now, and there's some even, I'm looking at them as I'm talking to you. They're just hanging out, listening, joining in for the podcast episode, hanging out. And they're just so colorful, I mean, just so vibrant. And I think to myself, when I think of a parrot and they're so loud, when I walked in, they're like, "Rah!" Talking, and they're not afraid to say what's on their mind. And I really admire that. I admire their color, their boldness, and to be and show up fully and wholly and so vibrant. And I also admire their willingness to speak, to really speak aloud. And that's something I truly connect with, and I'm learning myself. So let's talk about that today. I'm curious how that resonates with you. When you think of parrots, when you think of for yourself, when do you feel most colorful and most vibrant? When do you feel most bold? And when do you feel safe or supported to really say what's on your mind, to really say what you want to say, and say it how you want to say it? And that doesn't mean we're being rude to others particularly. We can say what's on our hearts and be compassionate with the people around us. There is this synergy between the two. Now imagine if you are a parrot today. Let's just be parrots. What colors would you be? What colors is like your parrot energy? For me, it typically shows up as like these kind of lively coral oranges and teal, aqua, marine, turquoise colors. Definitely some sparkly opal. And if you're a parrot today, what do you really want to say? Like, if I could just say anything right now, it's this. Bah. What do I want to say? One thing I do in my campfires, these are virtual and in-person sessions, and private sessions too, but mostly in groups. I think of it like a campfire with a K, because the K stands for your knowing, your inner knowing. And it's a place for you to, when you say, speak, or share what's on your heart, it goes into the fire and, releases and goes out into the universe, so to speak. And meaning that it's just alchemized and the energy changes, but what you said is released. And it's a place that's safe for you to do that. And I think of that with the parrot energy too, is you speaking how you want to speak, and it's released in a way where it feels safe for you to say it. So consider this your space. If you don't feel like you have that right now in your life, this is your safe space to say it. While you're listening to this, saying it out loud, which is really powerful to say our words out loud of whatever we're feeling, because otherwise if we stay in our heads, our thoughts just swim around. But when we speak aloud, sometimes we can make more sense of what we're actually feeling, right? Now, if you think about this parrot energy again for yourself this week, whatever's going on in your life, how would you like to tap into your own parrot energy to help you this week? Whether that's bringing more, say, color, actual color. So I'm going to, wearing these colors to help really embody what I'm feeling and embody kind of how I want to feel, and to brighten up my day. Or maybe something bringing more voice to what's important to me this week. Or speaking what's on my heart. Or maybe saying aloud how I'm feeling in the morning. This is just an idea. Saying aloud how I'm feeling in the morning before I go out of my room. Just to acknowledge it for myself. The speaking space. Or maybe just singing. Giving yourself some space to sing. As I'm saying this aloud, I think that's what I'm going to be doing this week. It's going to be doing some singing in bright colors. I'm curious how the parrot energy is connecting with you this week. Please share with me. I am really curious. I'm also curious what animals will arrive for you this week, because we're talking about animals. They'll probably start sending out these messages and synchronicities of like, ooh, now I'm starting to see this animal. Whether it's a picture, it doesn't have to be in real life, right? It could just be like a tattoo, a painting on the wall, these things that we're seeing and what they may mean to you. I appreciate you joining me this week. I hope it offered some fun and new perspectives and a way for you to move through what you're moving through with some creativity and inspiration from nature with these magical metaphors and intuitive imagery. Thanks for joining me here in Mexico, and I'll see you next week. I invite you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Consciously Connected, or subscribe if you prefer listening on your favorite podcast platform to the Consciously Connected podcast. Thanks, friends, and please share this with anyone you think who might be inspired by so more people can find it as well. You rock. I'll see you next week. And maybe it's time to sing a little bit. La, 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 like a parrot. Yeah.